Hey boys, and welcome back to another Bleach video, and today we have the brand new Burn the Witch Noel character view. Yesterday we did the Nini one where I go over she's underrated in a sense where a lot of people are saying she got shafted even though she technically didn't because she's still a very good character, so do check that out if you haven't already seen it. But today we're going to be talking about Noel, and you can see in the title, in my opinion, the best main character in the game. Yes, that does mean better than Candace, who originally was the best main character in the game for me at least, and I know for many other people too. And even now, some people might still say they prefer Candace, and that's perfectly fine, but this Noel is not a character to sleep on, a very good character, and if you have her, congratulations, and we're going to go with that now, right? How good is Noel? We're about to find out. So Noel is a mind and no affiliation character with the sorry per kill ability, and it does come with an extra killer, so she does have double killer, which is a very good thing because she is an attack team character, so it's very rare for characters to get two killers. So she has the sorry per killer and the no affiliation killer. Very good combination. The sorry per killer being one of the better killers in the game. A lot of enemies in this game are sorry per enemies, so it is nice that she does have that. And then the no affiliation killer, it's just an added bonus, right? If you think about it, the main killer that you're going to be using on this Noel is definitely going to be the sorry per killer, but whenever there are no affiliation enemies, then she's going to do that extra bit of damage. And to be honest, lads, with the amount of berserker that she does have, she doesn't even need to have a killer because of how hard she hits. But that being said, one different thing about this character is the fact that she does have a 20 strong attack damage link. Now, this isn't normally a good thing. The last character to get a strong attack damage link was actually the Fierce Battle Kenpachi, but he does have a bonus of being able to transform so he can get his strong attacks back. Ever since the 4th anniversary, we really started to get a lack of strong attack damage links. Rightfully so, you don't really want to have a strong attack damage link. You mainly want to have recharge because you want your strong attacks to come back as fast as possible so you can do as much damage as fast as possible, right? So the extra 20% strong attack damage that characters do get as links is normally kind of a throwaway because you're already hitting so hard. But unlike Nini, Noel does come with an extra skill, and we will be going over that in a minute, where she does actually have a strong attack recharge built into her skills. So this link that she does have, essentially, it's just extra damage, right? She didn't need it, but she has it, so that's actually very good. And then going into Noel's stats, it is as followed: stamina being at 1100, attack being 642, defense 365, focus 359, and SP at 815. The SP stat being one of the highest in the games, ranking at the 7th. It would be a lot higher, but now with resurrected characters, they are starting to get very high in the SP stat, so resurrected characters are starting to take the place and being like number 1 and 2. So essentially for newer characters, she does have one of the higher SPs. I would say like 4th or 3rd if we don't count resurrected characters. It's a very good SP stat right there. The focus stat of 359 is pretty good. It's on the higher side, ranking at the 43rd highest focus. Defense stat for an SP character again is also pretty high, 365, ranking at the 65 highest defense. The attack stat fairly average for an SP character, and then the stamina stat at 1100 is just pretty good. For an SP character, it's pretty good, right? Nothing too low, nothing too high. It's just an okay stat. So stat-wise, she's got some good stats. I will say that. There's really not much to talk about here, so let's go on to the skills. Moving on to the skills, this is where the Noel starts to shine. So going from top to bottom, we have Berserker plus 60%, Bruiser plus 40%, Devastation plus 60%, Frenzy, Havoc plus 20%, Nullify range resistance 100%, Sprinter plus 1, and Strong attack damage recharge time minus 12%. So as you can see there, very good skills. Starting off with the Berserker, which is strong attack damage increase at 60% is very high. Very high. That means if you have a 5-5, you're pretty much one-shotting everything. If you have a 1-5, you're still probably one-shotting everything, so you don't even need to even transcend this character. That's how hard she's going to hit. And keep in mind that she does have that 20% strong attack damage link, so that means essentially she has an 80% berserker built into her already, and she got the special treatment. Unlike Nini, this Noel did get the extra skill, giving her that extra recharge time, so it's just broken. It's actually broken. 80% berserker and recharge, and if you do have the Katakorin Alpha accessory, you have 100% berserker and the frenzy. That's something we've never seen before. The highest we've seen in the game right now is 60%, and this Noel has now just increased it to another level, being 80%. Absolutely insane. Absolutely insane. Going over the other skills though, the Bruiser at 40% is fairly average, what you expect with this character. Devastation being 60% just means she's going to hit that extra bit of damage. Frenzy the standard. Havoc 20% increasing the range, making her an even better character. The Nullify range resistance making her very useful in quests like Sankamon, Guild Quest, and Extreme Co-op whenever it does come back. So this Noel got really good treatment. Unlike Nini, Noel already has the better strong attacks, and even right here with the skill part, they gave her that extra recharge. Giving her that extra skill makes a big difference. I really feel like Nini should have gotten something extra, maybe last ditch, something just to make it a bit different like this Noelle. That extra recharge is kind of a kick in the nuts for us Nini fans, right? Noelle is already, I think, the more popular character between the two. I think more people stand Noelle. Perfectly fine, I can see why, right? But even Caleb, us kind of standing this Noelle. They gave her the extra skill and they gave her the better strong attacks. This Noelle is absolutely broken just from the skills alone. So that being said, now let's go into the attacks where the character gets even more crazy. It's absolutely insane. So talking about her attacks, let's start off with a no attack string, which is just, again, fairly average. She is an SP character, so it isn't anything too special. It's her shooting that gun 4 times. I believe it's exactly the same as Nini's no attack string, so they both pretty much got the same one. Obviously, Nini's does look a bit different, but essentially they're the exact same thing. Just 4-hit night string, fairly easy. She's an SP character, so it doesn't matter too much. But going into that strong attack one, she has essentially the best strong attack in the game, right, for an SA1. It's a beam forward, melee collision, 120% magnification, 870 width in front of her, and 3000 length. So anything in front of her, when you use that strong attack one, is going to absolutely annihilate, literally one-shot them. It's literally the best strong attack you can get in the game. However, that being said, she does come at a slight drawback, and that is really nitpicking, and that's the fact that the startup time to use that SA1 is kind of on the slower side. We haven't really seen a strong attack like this in a while, at least the startup time. As you can see in the gameplay, it does take a while after you press the button to actually get the damage in, and it's just a little small nitpick. If you play over for longer than 10 minutes, you can get used to it. Unlike other characters where they do get the SA1 out faster, it's not really that big of a deal. It's not a game breaker in my opinion, so it's still a very good strong attack, just with a slight drawback. Her SA2, on the other hand, is a very good strong attack, being a distant AoE, 960 in front of her, melee collision, 120% magnification. So she got the best SA1 in the game, just with a slight drawback, and then she got essentially the best SA2 in the game if we don't count Byakuya's extra vortex that he does have. So a 960 in front of her is essentially almost a full screen as an SA2. Anything that's in front of her when you use that second strong attack, they're going to die as long as you have good accessories. And even then, you don't even need good accessories because she does have that 80% Berserker, 100% if you do have the Katakuri Alpha. Very good SA2. Going into the SA3 again, another perfect strong attack, being a full screen 1200 radius around her. Exact same strong attack as Nini's first strong attack. So as I mentioned with the skills, she got very good skills, better skill treatment than Nini, and even the strong attack, she got the better treatment. She got essentially the best 3 strong attacks in the game. And to what many people would probably say is literally the perfect set of strong attacks. You can't get better than that. I probably repeated myself so many times. So this Noelle, very good skills and very good strong attacks. Very good character. If you're a Noelle fan, you should be happy because she got treated very well. Going into the visuals for Noelle, again, another really well done character on Kayla's part. The artwork on screen right now looks very good. Obviously, Noelle being thick as always. Looking at the model too, really do like it. She looks very cute there. And one little cool thing, which I know many people already know about, is the fact that, yes, when you do tap on Noelle and turn around, they are indeed white. So I guess that's a little attention to detail for the actual hardcore fans or ones that actually care about what's under Noelle's skirt. But yeah, that's just a little fun thing. The model looks cool. I really do like it. They did a good job there. Going into the visuals, at least, this is one of the cooler ones, because Noelle actually did showcase a lot of things in the manga and the anime. So Caleb, I think, did a good job actually implementing those attacks into the game, starting off with a no attack string. So on a no attack string, she uses the gun to shoot 4 times, and she is using stun ball, which we do see her use in the manga and the anime, so that was kind of cool. The SA1, on the other hand, is a bit of a weird one, if I'm being honest. So it is a beam forward, but the beam animation itself does send Noelle flying along with the beam, so it's a bit weird because you're not really moving anywhere, even though your character itself is moving forward. So from the looks of it, it does seem that she throws something in the air and then I think blows a horn. Can't really remember too much about it, and then she sends herself flying. From the manga or the anime, I can't really remember exactly where she did do this, so if anyone can correct me, maybe this was a move that Caleb just made up on their own. Maybe she did use it and I'm just forgetting about it, but that is the SA1. Don't think it's anything too special, but the other moves though are also pretty cool. So the SA2, which is the 960 distant AoE in front of her, is actually Noelle using Blue Spark, which she did use in the manga and also the anime. Not really sure if she used it in the one shot. I will find out obviously when editing, but she does use this move. We have seen her use it, so that's a pretty cool one that they did implement that into the game. It does work really well as a 960 in front of her, so I really like the choice that Caleb did do for that strong attack. And then the third strong attack is A pretty cool one. Honestly, I feel like this should have been a special. Maybe in the future, if we can get a tag team Nini and Noel, they should use this as their special, but for now, it's only a strong attack. So in this strong attack, we see Noel and Nini both fly around the screen, and energy pillars, not exactly sure what you do call them, just fly down onto the floor and then stick onto the floor. So what this move is actually magic number 68, Super Now Jail. Hopefully I am saying that right. This is the move that they did use in the manga and anime against Cinderella, and it also is a cool thing that Caleb are actually using moves from the manga / anime, even though it is based off the one shot. So I did find that quite cool. But like I said, this attack is actually quite cinematic. When you did see in the anime, it was a really cool attack that Nini and Noel did. So hopefully in the future, if we do get a tag team one, that should definitely be their special. I was actually very surprised to see it as a strong attack. And only until I slowed it down is when I found out they were using this move. I actually thought it was something completely else. But yeah, really cool attacks. Unlike Nini, who didn't really use too many moves in the manga and anime, Noel did showcase a lot of things, and we do see that with the character herself, right? Using the magic number 4 stun ball, using magic 31 blue spark, and then also using magic 68 Super Now Gel as her third strong attack. Really, really cool. I do like it. And then going into the special attack, it is one of the cooler ones, one of the more cinematic moves that only Noel does. And we actually don't see this in the manga, so this is actually unique to the one shot. This move is her using Absolute Dragon Shatter, and like the name, she shatters dragons. That's exactly what she does with this move. So just like in the one shot, we can pretty much see a one-to-one reenactment of her doing it in a special. She flies in, she then jumps off the dragon, and then I believe she's talking about how she feels Bargo's emotions, because this part in the manga, obviously Bargo has been a bit emotional because his friend just turned into a dragon, and then she powers up the gun and then shoots it, releasing Absolute Dragon Shatter, which in the one shot she does actually shatter the dragon. So a very cool moment in the one shot, and it is nice to see that in the game. Very cool. I feel like they did a good job with that. Same goes for Nini. And yeah, overall, I feel like Kayla did a very good job in the visuals, and as a Burn the Witch fan, I'm honestly quite satisfied. And I'm actually kind of curious on what future Burn the Witch characters will look like if Caleb do decide to do that. And I really hope they do, because we have a lot of other characters to go through, right? Like Billy Banks, Bruno, Sullivan, and even for the future of the Burn the Witch manga, I'm actually very excited for it. So overall, like I said, as a Burn the Witch fan, I'm very happy with how both Nini and Noel did turn out in this game. Alright, so this part of the video is where we do go with the best accessories and links that you can use on this Noel. So if you are a veteran or if you've been playing for long enough, you already know how that is, so you can probably just skip right to the conclusion. But for the new players, this might help you out just a bit. And one thing to mention, like the Nini video, the new accessories, the Kamari and the Speedball, which are the ones that this Noel will be able to use, do actually drop tomorrow. So unfortunately, because they're not out right now, I don't have the graphics for them. They are not on the best accessories that you can use, but you do want to make sure you get your hands on that Speedball and the Kamari, because they're going to be very good for Noel. That being said, though, the best accessories you can use on this Noel are as follows. So we have the Zeta Pill, which is hidden enemy chance. And again, every accessory that I do mention should have 30% SP as the secondary trait. So the Zeta Pill you want to use when there are hidden enemies, which does happen quite a bit with the Sorry Killer. So definitely something you want to make sure you have at least on single player content where you don't really need attention tie. The Fortification Pill, increasing your SP by 60 and focus by 30%. Definitely a must have, especially if you don't have the Kamari. You should always be using that accessory. The Misanga, increasing the killer advantage damage by 30%, a must have for Guild Quest, just to make it easier for yourself. She can already do a lot of damage, so technically she doesn't need it, but it definitely will help you clear the Guild Quest if you do have it. The Catacurrent Alpha, increasing her strong attack damage by 20%. Very good accessory. With this, you can have 100% Berserker. Absolutely insane. On top of that, she does have Frenzy. So this just means you're hitting very, very hard. For a 1 out of 5 character, you're going to be hitting like a max transcended character. It's absolutely insane. And then the last accessory, which is the Tension Tie, which actually does double your Soul Bomb damage. It must have for Guild Quest and also Co-op, because you want to do as much damage as possible with that Soul Bomb, making sure you don't leave any enemies left alive. And then for the best links possible, these are the ones as follows. You have the Senka Aizen, increasing your strong attack damage by 20% and force damage produced. A must-have for Senkamon Quest, Guild Quest, and when you just want to do a lot of dirty damage. Then you have the Senkamon Ichigo, being a 12% recharge and a last-ditch link. Very good link for Co-op if you don't want to die, if you're trying to carry those Keyskates, even though technically it doesn't need to get carried. But if you are doing that, then this is definitely going to be a must-have link. The Koga, TLA Jushiro, Tensei Zangetsu, and the Past Rolls are all 14 recharge links. Very good links, just giving you that extra bit of recharge. The Rolls will actually be getting a resurrection very, very soon, and hopefully he does pick up strong attack damage as a second soul trait, because that will just make Noel even better. And then the final link being the Koga one, who is a low stam 30 link and a 10% recharge link. Very good link, especially in epic raids when you are trying to do a lot of damage. So as a main character, she does have access to a pretty good set of links. Unfortunately, not like the other attributes though, because the tech, heart, and power attributes have access to a lot of double links, more so than mine, unfortunately, but she's still perfectly fine the way she is. She doesn't need those double links to make her any better. She's perfectly fine the way she is, because she does have 100% Berserker. I still can't get over that. That's absolutely insane. But yeah, as always, you can only pick 3 accessories and links, so do pick and choose whatever you want to do, depending on the quest. You can never go wrong with any of these. So in conclusion, this Noelle is absolutely stacked, and as a Nini fan, I'm kind of jealous that they gave her the better treatment, even though I do like Noelle and I am happy to have her. So Noelle is absolutely stacked, as I mentioned multiple times. Being able to have Frenzy and 100% Berserker is something I never thought we would have seen in the game, especially now, which is absolutely insane. On top of the fact that she does have that extra recharge time, which I think is just unfair for other characters. So I feel like they didn't need to give it that, but they did, and that just makes it even better. On top of that, having 2 killers, being sorry but and no affiliation, being able to go through range resistance, and essentially having the best strong attacks in the game literally makes her the perfect character. If you are a fan of Noelle, you will not be disappointed, and if you do have her, you got yourself a very good character. She's definitely going to be my go-to main character for a long time, and in my opinion, the best main character in the game, and she does compete with Candace. Now, you might like Candace more than Noelle, and that's perfectly fine. It comes down to personal preference. They are both good characters, and even though I'm saying Noelle is better, Candace is still a good character, right? She's still perfectly fine the way she is. So yeah, this Noelle is just absolutely broken, right? Absolutely broken. When the Mind Extreme Co-op quest comes around and you can use 4 Noelles in a game, it's broken. It's absolutely broken. So overall, since we did talk about the Nini yesterday, who again is a bit underrated in a sense because many people are saying she got shafted or she isn't as good as she is, this Noelle, I don't think anyone's disappointed. If you didn't like Noelle, you probably do now because of how good she is in the game. And if you are a Noelle fan, you're already happy because they gave her good treatment, better treatment than Nini at least. So that's basically the video. Hope you guys did enjoy it. In the comments below, let me know what you guys think about this Noelle. How you enjoying it? Did you get her? And if you didn't, hopefully you can still get her because she is here for another 8 or so more days. So if you are still summoning, good luck, and I'll see you lads in the next one. Peace.